Have you noticed that AI video tools have gotten insanely powerful, but somehow the workflow still kind of sucks? Seriously, think about it. Every time you want to edit something with AI, you have to export your clip, open a browser, upload the file, wait for it to process, download the result, import it back into your editing software, and then if you don't like the result, you get to do the whole thing all over again. It completely kills the creative flow. So when I heard that Higgsfield released an AI plugin that works directly inside DaVinci Resolve, I was curious, because if this actually works the way they're claiming, it could save editors a ridiculous amount of time. I've been testing it over the last few days, trying different features, breaking things, seeing what works and what doesn't, and in this video, I want to show you exactly what it's like to use. Not just the cool marketing demos, but the real experience. Let's jump in. Getting everything set up is honestly pretty simple. Just head over to the Higgsfield website. You'll find the link down below. If you don't already have an account, create one. Then download the DaVinci Resolve plugin for your operating system. The installation only took me a minute or two. After that, open DaVinci Resolve, go up to Workspace, click Workflow Integrations, and you'll see Higgsfield AI in the list. Enable it, sign into your account, and that's basically it. The plugin opens as a panel right inside Resolve. Now, before we start testing everything, there's one important thing you should know. This plugin only works with DaVinci Resolve Studio, which is the paid version. If you're using the free version of Resolve, unfortunately, it won't work. And if you're on a Mac, make sure you're using the version downloaded directly from Blackmagic Design, not the App Store version. Just wanted to mention that before anyone downloads it expecting it to work everywhere. All right, let's actually see what this thing can do. The first feature I wanted to test is probably the one most people are going to use, removing unwanted objects. If you've ever filmed outside, you already know the struggle. You finally get the perfect composition, the lighting looks great, everything is ready, and then somebody casually walks right through your shot every single time. Normally, I'd either have to reshoot the clip or spend forever masking things manually. With this plugin, it's much easier. I just move my playhead over the clip I want to edit, and the plugin automatically loads that clip into its interface. Then I click Draw to Video. Now I get a brush tool, and I simply paint over the people I want to remove. That's it. For the prompt, I just type something simple like, remove the people. I also noticed something I actually appreciate. Before generating anything, it tells you exactly how many credits the edit is going to cost. That might sound like a small thing, but it's nice knowing what you're spending before you click generate. So I hit the button, wait a little, and here's something that's important to understand. The AI isn't just patching the area you painted, it's actually rebuilding the entire clip. I wanted to try one of the features that caught my attention the most. It's called Latch Basically. It's an AI color grading assistant. The idea is actually really interesting. Instead of trying to recreate a color grade manually, you just upload a reference image. Maybe it's a frame from one of your favorite movies. Maybe it's a photo you edited yourself. Maybe it's a look from another project. The AI analyzes that image and tries to recreate the same style on your footage. I grabbed a reference image with a really cinematic look, warm highlights, deep shadows, nice contrast, and uploaded it. You can adjust the strength of the effect, so I kept it around 85%. Then I clicked Generate. This process is much faster than the full video edits, and when it finished, I honestly like the result. But here's the part I wasn't expecting. Instead of simply applying some mystery AI filter, the plugin actually shows you what it changed. Exposure, contrast, shadow adjustments, high slate recovery. Individual color changes. Basically, the AI gives you a starting point instead of locking everything behind a button. So if you want to push the grade further or maybe dial something back a little, you still have complete control inside Resolve. I think that's actually one of the smartest parts of this plugin because AI shouldn't replace your creativity. It should just help you get there faster. Now let's try something a little more dramatic. I've got this landscape shot that would actually look pretty nice, except for one problem. The sky is completely blown out. There's no detail, no texture. It's basically just a giant white blob. Normally, fixing something like this isn't exactly easy. You'd have to find a replacement sky, track the camera movement, blend everything together, match the colors, and depending on the shot, it can take a while. So I wanted to see how the plugin handled it. I went back to Draw to Video, painted over the entire sky, and typed a really simple prompt. Replace with a dramatic sunset sky. Nothing fancy, just wanted to see what it would do. After a little processing, the result popped up, and honestly, That looked way better than I expected. The new sky wasn't just pasted into the background, the lighting across the whole image changed to match it. Another feature I wanted to test was background replacement. This is one of those things that usually requires a green screen or a lot of manual work. But with Higgsfield, it's surprisingly straightforward. I selected a clip with a person walking, removed the background, and then described a completely different environment using a text prompt. You can literally type whatever you want. A futuristic city, a snowy mountain, a tropical beach, a medieval castle, whatever fits your project. You also get options for things like aspect ratio and resolution before generating the clip. Then you click generate, and this is where I noticed something that I didn't really think about until I started using it. Normally, when you're waiting for an AI tool, you're just waiting. You can't really do much. You stare at a loading bar and hope it finishes soon. But because this is running inside Resolve, I could just keep editing. I could trim other clips, add music, adjust transitions, basically keep working on my timeline while the AI was doing its thing in the background. That might sound like a small improvement, but over the course of an entire project, that saves a surprising amount of time. Once the generation finished, I didn't have to download anything. I didn't have to import another file. I literally just dragged the generated clip from the plugin panel straight onto my timeline. That's it. When I compared the before and after, the subject's movement stayed almost exactly the same. The walking animation looked natural. The camera motion matched. Only the environment had changed, and honestly, that's pretty impressive. Of course, I couldn't resist trying something a little crazier. Instead of making a realistic edit, I gave it a much more creative prompt. I wanted to see how far I could push it without spoiling too much. Let's just say the result looked nothing like the original footage. It completely transformed the scene into something that felt almost like it came from another movie. Now, was every single frame perfect? No, there were definitely a few moments where you could tell AI had generated it, but considering how fast it was, I think the results are genuinely impressive, especially for concept videos, music videos, YouTube content, social media, or projects where you're looking for a unique visual style.